Welcome, guys, to another discussion with K and K's Real Talk. And tonight, we're going to be speaking about something that is very important and something that has to be addressed, and that is depression. Guys, there are many different types of depression, but we're going to be focusing on major depression, situational depression, and seasonal depression.
Yes.
And a lot of persons might feel like this is a touchy subject for them because a lot of people right now are actually going through depression,
Especially situational depression.
with this COVID-19 going on. And I feel like we have to speak about it
Mm-hmm.
in order for us to be able to manage it. And notice, I'm not saying you, I'm saying us.
Depression has to do with your mental state of mind, or it could be physical. Depression can affect you in a physical way, but mainly it affects you in a mental way. Now, what is situational depression? Situational depression, like we said before, is the situation that we're in right now. It's you as an individual having to adjust to something that you're not used to. Like we have to wear a mask now. I'm not used to it. Are you used to it?
Nope, I'm not used to it because I still walk out the car and I forgot my mask, and I still have to go back in the car to remember that, oh, it's COVID, so I have to wear my
To
mask.
protect yourself and your little child.
Yes.
And then you have to be home at a certain time. I'm an adult. Why I have to be home at a certain time?
Exactly. So that right there, especially for those persons who are used to the nightlife or who had night jobs and stuff like that, it's hard for them right now to cope, to say, okay, what am I gonna do tonight? I'm used to going out, having fun, drinking with my friends and
Going
family,
for a drive.
going for a drive, going to the beach, going to the park. Especially for those persons who just need that release,
And they can't get it
and they can't get it.
because of COVID-19.
They're going through right now a situational
Depression.
and we have to address it.
Yes, we have to because we live in a country like the Bahamas. We live in the Bahamas. This country, we don't discuss mental illnesses. It's not a topic that everybody discuss freely, especially as a man. Ain't no man who come around talking about boy I depressed.
If you do, they can look at you like you crazy.
Wait,
Like, but what you got to be depressed about?
You
You understand?
understand?
We have to bring the body language into this
you gotta bring the slang.
to relate.
Mhm.
Like
Ain't no grown man.
even if as a man, if you go to, let's say, your girlfriend and you say, baby, I'm depressed, then your girlfriend will be looking at you like,
Wait.
what you depressed about?
do it. Don't do it. Do it.
And very serious types of depression is major depression. And major depression can stem from many different types of depression.
It never goes away.
You can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't function, you can't communicate, you can't go to work. It's something that follows you wherever you go.
It affects the way you communicate. with
Yeah,
people.
it's like a dark cloud stemming over you.
And you might think that person has problems or that person has issues, but really they're going through a major depression. But they're afraid to discuss it.
Exactly, which is a serious thing when it comes to mental health.
Mhm.
See, mental health right there, that is a very sensitive,
Topic. Very sensitive.
very, 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 very sensitive.
You know, some persons don't realize it, but mental health can be an underlying issue to some illnesses that they develop.
Exactly.
A snippet, a little bit about seasonal depression, which no one is really going through right now because we're not in that phase. But seasonal depression mainly occurs around winter time, like Christmas. Your kids or your spouse is expecting something from you, and you
Mhm.
can't live up to that expectation. So that brings on a depression for you, which is only seasonal. It's eventually gonna go away.
At that time. So you're thinking about this Christmas, I couldn't provide the gifts that my kids wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're thinking about next Christmas is gonna be the same thing again because I'm not working the job to give me the funds to be able to afford what I want for my family. So it's seasonal. So last Christmas you was depressed. this Christmas you're depressed, and you already know next Christmas you're gonna feel depressed
Gonna be
because the
depressed.
situation that you're in,
Yeah.
and that's what seasonal depression is.
Now,
And we're gonna be looking at now the different ways people cope with depression.
for example, we said earlier, I deal with my depression by enjoying a drink, a cocktail or two.
And I feel like I sometimes may deal with my depression by probably overeating or overthinking. And we have different ways
Of coping.
of coping.
Mhm.
And the main goal for us tonight is to speak to you guys about the healthy ways of coping with depression. Exercise,
Mm-hmm.
eating properly,
Talking.
venting.
It's good to talk about it because there might be someone going through it too that you can help by talking about it. Some persons don't see it in that way, but I've learned that with depression, you have to talk.
You
Don't
have
hold
to
it in.
have to let it out.
Do not hold it in. It's not healthy.
No, it's not. It's not healthy. So if you guys are feeling depressed right now, you're feeling down, you don't know where your next meal is coming from, you have kids that
Pick up a
That-
new habit,
pick up a new habit,
a new trade.
start reading,
Mm-hmm.
start looking up, browsing online on ways to cope with depression.
Mm-hmm.
You
Find
can
a support group.
find a support group. You can find a therapist that can help
Free of charge. If
free of
possible.
charge,
If possible.
if possible.
It's possibilities.
Mhm.
Or better yet,
And there are many different help out there that you can seek.
seek help. Don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt anyone around you. Just seek help. Depression is real and find a way to deal with it. Ways to figure out or realize that someone is going through depression, there is no way to realize it. Some of the most depressed persons out there are the happiest persons in public. You will not know.
Yes.
It's
So
hard.
if you within yourself know that you're battling depression right now, and I know a lot of people right now are battling depression, please seek help and find different coping mechanisms.
Also listen to music.
You can listen to music
Watch movies.
to help deal with depression.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. And until next time,
I'm Keish.
I'm Kels, and it's KK's.
Subscribe, you guys.
Click
Follow
on
our
the
page.
notification bell.
Bing.